For 2, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Darnold. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
First down, Broncos.
Check right 54. Right 54. Know your job. Switch. Young lady. Return. Young lady. Return.
Darnold on first down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise, as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Tighten up, tighten up.
On 2nd down, Freeman. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Cut.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Draymond Jones drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And some room to work. 20. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 39 yards there, a big one.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will make our score 9-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After 1, it's 9-0. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're good training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it's a bring in your tight end.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point up and good, and the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
They'll try the left side. Sullivan. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the Texans' 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check.
Try the air now with Darnold. He'll let this go deep, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Courtland Sutton with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Single. Check 4. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Switch. Hey, 24. Come on, switch it. Check. Lucky.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Shift! Watch the shift! Kill, kill, kill! Turn up! Kill, kill, kill! Turn up! Hey! It's hot!
On second down, it's Freeman, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
On set! UAT! Let's get that ball, D! Let's get that ball!
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Watson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. This is Freeman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit, a great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jesse James, his first touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's just me and you.
Off of play action, Darnold. Airing it out for Hamilton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Red 80. 91 is the mic. Hey, Haywood. Check 91. 91 is the mic.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Pierce. And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Another try after the first down sack. Watson under pressure again, and down he goes again. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 3rd and long, it's Watson. He's going to launch it for Washington. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Darnold. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant.
2nd down and 10. Darnold. Man open. That's Juwan Winfrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it. On 1st and 10, Darnold.
Making the catch, it's Winfrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Juwan Winfrey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move, and go.
Watson on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Sammy Watkins, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Extra point safely through, and that trims the lead down to 9. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
That's good for the Texans. First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Nine, go. Get there. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Nine, go.
They toss to Freeman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Check.
Now it's Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check. Jim. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check the hot read. Nine, let's go.
To throw is Watson. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Joker. I 54. I 59.
I think probably just trying to draw him off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time, being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
He's mine.
Right back to him on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Son. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
They go to Johnson again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Push him back. Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Yo, 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 yo. Yo. It's hot. It's hot.
Now it's Darnold. He completes it to Boyd. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd and Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On first down, it's Sullivan. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. Does the big boy have the juice? And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Hatchet. Hatchet again.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. To throw again on second down. Watson going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Reset. 19. 47. 3 bud, 3 bud, 3 bud.
Now it's Watson. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch. High alert. Crunch.
Again, it's Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Let's go.
To try again after the sack. Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be third and a mile. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer. Ready? Here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll run on first down. Sullivan. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sullivan. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
Got to do better. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the touch.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the toss, here's Johnson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw, Watson being chased out loud. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Watson now to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's going to go down again. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Watson. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets.
Tell me what you want, what you need, tell me what you wanna give me.